And the OneDrive sync client works incredibly well, provided you do the proper analysis of the old file shares and the configuration of the new file shares. It does a great job of only keeping files synced to your computer that you actually work with. For all other files, it syncs the name of the file so you can search on it in Windows File Explorer, but doesn't take up space on your computer. If you stop working with a file after a while, it goes back to only syncing the name of the file, but the file itself is not kept on your computer, taking up storage space. I do a demo of this in this video here, which I'll link to in the description below. Now, once we've analyzed your file server, determined your line in the sand as to the cutoff date for what gets copied over, and then broken up any gigantic shared folders into multiple subfolders with invalid characters or lengthy file paths or messy permissions on the originating file server, we can now commence the sync. So while we're waiting to get a 100% clean sync notification with the migration manager tool, in the meantime, we need to train the users. We need to train the users on what their file shares will look like to them after the migration, how they'll access the file shares through Windows File Explorer, how they'll access the shared files through Teams. We need to connect the dots between the old Windows Server file sharing system and the new cloud based Teams and OneDrive file sharing system.